I'm pretty close to the right position. The only thing I'm not positive about is back here in the back, if it's slanted down too far or up too far. And I'll know more when I cut the trigger in. But I'm pretty close where I need to be. I need to stop and try to put this trigger in. But it fits pretty good. I tapped it in there a minute ago, and it's about too hard to get out easily. I can pull it out, but it's not easy. So all these black marks I'm going to leave. I'm not going to go any further anywhere, back or down. It's pretty much touching everywhere, which is the point. I'll go ahead and mark this top hole. The threads are in the bottom of this thing, not in the top, so I'm not messing up the threads by putting that nail, that center punch in there. I've got that thing slanted a little bit towards the back so that when it comes in, it'll draw that thing back. Ain't that cute? Now this is sticking down 1/2 inch. So I can't really get this down to where this ball goes into where it's supposed to go. I can sort of look down and sort of tell where it is to get a starting cut. The problem is the width of all this hidden part is only about a 64th less than the outside part. So this is a very, very narrow path. I've got to cut that little block out, and it's about the same depth from here to here as it is, from back to front, except for this little notch. This little notch and this little notch are critical. They are the ones that draw this thing back, that sucks this receiver tight into the wood there. So I'm going to cut those things not exact, but get them close and mill them out, and then I'll come back and clean them up with a chisel, because they're slanted. See, this is a slant. This is not perpendicular to here. It's slanted back probably 10-12 degrees. And those are for a reason. Those are to carry weight. The thickness of the part I got to mill out is about 3/100ths, 294 actually. And if I take my lines out, I'll be right at that. So 294.294 is this width from here to there, and the depth of it from the surface is 0.54. This is width, that's depth. just a meet and greet. That's just a starting place. Actually, I think I can widen that just a touch. Unfortunately, I've got to take that thing out to go test it. So I'm going to mark where it's sitting in this vise jaw. Okay, this is too far back. You can see where this little half round goes in that half round slot, and I'm about a good 3/16 too far back. What it's hitting is those little ramps right there, those little angled surfaces, and the one that it's hitting first is this bottom one. So I've got to bring that thing back about that far, and I left that long intentionally so I can take that out with a chisel, because I got to slant that. The surface right there is slanted. It's probably 15 degrees. This one here's about 10, but that one's more. And I think that's in the casting. I don't think they even machined that. I'd really feel better if I could tap that, but I don't want that receiver to drop out on the floor. Getting closer. I'm about a 16th off of that half round. About a 16th, maybe even a light 16th. Okay, that's not deep enough. I've got to go down at least 3/30 seconds. Let that go down. Now what I've milled out on the finished width of this, I don't have it out far enough. And actually this tang turns a little crook to my left, and I'm not sure. It's just, that's an old piece. I've got enough milled out right here to let this go down. It's close. It's real close. Probably have to smoke this real quick. Make some marks in there. Yeah, see my little half round appears just within 15 thousandths of being forward far enough. So that means it's really pulling up nicely. I think I've got too much of a slant on this ramp surface. I need to flatten that up just a little bit, because as it goes down, it's going back. And it don't need to go any further back. Yeah, I'll get it down in there, and then I'll make a pencil line up here and just cut to my pencil line, because it's not parallel with the sides. This tips to the left. That trigger guard is probably going to cover up part of this, because they usually sit over the top of somewhere in here. They'll sit on top of it and cover up whatever I do on this back part of this tang. The depth I have cut out right there is pretty close on the thickness of this metal, and this gets thinner as it goes back, but it's pretty close. The thing's still got to come forward. not much, but it's got to come forward. I'm wanting to mark the front of those little angled ramps. I guess I could put a mark where the front of the wood is supposed to be. It's about right there. That should match up to the front of this wood. Yeah, I see a pretty good mark right here on the front of this ramp. See that hole right there? That's where the rear mounting screw goes in. See that imprint right there at left? While it's there, I want to find the middle of that and drill me a hole in there. I've already got the top lined up, and I'm going to drill a hole in both ends and meet in the middle. But that is a great mark. First, I guess I better figure out this thing might have to come forward just a touch. Now that just dropped in place on this half round. Just the first time it's actually dropped in there. As this goes down, it may tighten up. See, as I bring the back end down, it pops out right here. There's a fulcrum right in here somewhere. That thing's rocking back and forth.